Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We've got a battle on the Kharkov map, and we've got Maka from VD Clan in the GSOR 1008, Tier 8 British TD, and he's platooned with Fury in the LT432. Now we're going to see if Maka can make sure that Fury doesn't hog all the damage and get his retribution for the battle the other day. Now, Fury is scouting ahead, and there are a stack load of tank destroyers in this battle. People used to complain about arty. There's no arty in this match, but you've got more than half of the vehicles in the teams are tank destroyers. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Anyway, Fury's got onto the front part of the hill and got a nice boost position, and he's lit up a few tanks there. And Maka's taken advantage of that with 2 shots. Now, he's not going to reload here. The GSOR is basically a very slow loading clip, so you want to use your shells wisely, and then you get a 40-second reload, and that's assuming you've got good crew skills and running food, as Maka is doing in this case. Otherwise it's about 44 seconds. Anyway, put a couple of shots there into the Chinese tank destroyer, but he just managed to pull back in time. So Fury there, just keeping those tanks lit. However, no opportunity at this point. And Maka's acting a bit wisely here while he's reloading, just staying back in case people try and blind shot at the bushes. That's a pretty common spot for tank destroyers to sit in. And there he goes, just reloading in time to put a shot into that Progetto, but he gets 1 shot in. And again, just hanging on to his remaining 2 shots. And I don't think Fury's been spotted yet, certainly hasn't had to move when that Progetto pulled up, so the Progetto pushed forward looking, oh, I'm getting spotted, what's going on here? Anyway, let's come back. Now Maka doing the right thing here, double bushing basically, so he can't get spotted when he fires. So you notice how he pulled back before he fired. That did affect his aim time, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, you've got to live with that and protect your position. So he does take the reload there, just with 1 shot left, so it's a hard decision to make, but sometimes you have to make it. And Fury takes a bit of damage there, but he manages to get rid of the Progetto that came over the hill. So clearly that Progetto thought, okay, I'm being spotted here, I've checked out this part, now I'm going to come here and check out obvious bush number 2 and see whether we could find that LT, which is just about what happened. Now, here we go, Maka's been spotted coming up to this position, so he's just going to stop here and wait. You can see the light bulb, it's a mod that I use, stays on for 10 seconds, which is basically the duration that you'll be lit as a minimum, assuming that you're not being kept lit, of course. So just, you know, you're going to be careful as soon as you're lit that you get into cover. And there you go, it looks like a blind shot came in just there. So the enemy probably on top of the next hill, just firing into this location. And Maka's now actually in front of Fury in terms of getting vision. I think he's just telling the Udes to pull back, mainly because he's got full health, or Maka's got full health, and probably better vision than the medium tank there. Someone's lit that WZ TD, but he's just pulled back behind the hill, so no shot there. And that's Fury has gone down following the TR1 LPC. Now that's a pretty bold move by the TR1, he's already taken some damage. Now, gets 1 shot in there, fires 3 shots, and only really gets 1 damaging shot out of that, so it's a bit unfortunate. And he goes on the reload just as a charioteer gets shot. Now, this always happens in the game. People complain about RNG, but my pet hate is that you get targets come up while you're on reload. Anyway, Fury's taking a bit more damage there. The problem with the light tanks is when you light things, can the supporting tanks actually damage the ones that you're lighting up? That's really always the challenge here, and particularly in this map where you've got quite a lot of ground variation, so tanks can be lit in one area but not really accessible to another one. Alright, he's found here the Scorpion, and he's got in a position where Scorpion's just too exposed. And there's the FT, puts all his shots in and has to take one in return. But the FT left on 80 hit points. Can Fury get rid of him? Yes, he does. So it's taken at least one gun out of there, and the Scorpion left on very small amount of hit points, and Fury cleans him up as well. So that's 3 kills there to Fury, but Macca's got 2.8k of damage. I don't think Fury's managed to get that far yet. So here we are, it's on reload again, staying out of trouble, but he's right on the edge of view range there. If you check your view range circles, it always gives you an idea, okay, when we're going to get exposed. And he's got this nice side shot on the Scorpion, but just as I mentioned before, he's on reload, so he can't take advantage of it. But luckily that Scorpion doesn't realise he's being lit, or what, because he's focused on the area in front of his gun, and one shot in. Can he get the next one in? Well, he'll have reacted to that now, stay behind, but he's definitely focused on tanks in front of him. He's not turning around. Oh, there was just the back end of the Scorpion there. Potential for a shot. Here we go, and he gets the kill. There we go, finally Macca gets a kill. He's taken to him over 3k of damage now. And where's Fury? Fury's down there in close to the ditch, so there's definitely a few more tank destroyers to find, and we can see a Scorpion G from Macca's team making a run down the ditch. It is pretty covered position, but now there's a UDES 3 there, and someone's taken out the Scorpion G, so definitely he was spotted. So that was a bit of a rash move there. Macca's team slightly in advance here. They've got just over 1,000 hit points of advantage, and they are one gun up. So, but this game is not a foregone conclusion, not by any means. There's still quite a few hidden TDs. They've all been spotted, but no one has seen them for a little while. So here we go. Macca comes up here, spots the Charioteer. Not getting enough vision on him, and the UDES both been seen going into the ditch at the back here. And another kill goes to the enemy team. Oh, he just had an opportunity there, and the Charioteer just popped up as he moved. But that's okay, just be patient. There's still 7 minutes to go, plenty of time to get another one. And I think Macca's holding his shot there in case he gets spotted potentially. But it's a pretty risky shot. Just looking for a shot on that GSOR there, but no, nothing comes up. He's got some support with him, so that's no drama, and he has lost a little bit of health there, but still enough to cope, but he doesn't really want 2 TDs pumping shells into him. And he's not really ready to go run down there and engage, so what he'd really like to do is push forward down the hill and then shoot back at the GSOR in the town, but if he does that, he'll get spotted. These TDs will pop up and shoot him without a doubt. So you can't really risk doing that at this point. And Charioteer blind fires in his bush, and luckily it bounces. So you don't think you're going to bounce shots too many in a GSOR, but must have just gone over the top of the turret, I would say. Now Charioteer would have been reacting to, oh, I'm getting lit every time I pop up, so goes for the blind fire, and there's GSOR. He puts one shot in. Will he get the kill? Yes, he does. And another, there's the Charioteer. No, he holds his shot there. He definitely gets lit at that time. It's too far forward. And the GSOR, the UDES there is fired, so he puts a shot in towards him, but unfortunately that goes over the top. Charioteer's going running for GSOR down in the corner, potentially to get a different angle on him. That's what it looks like. And oh, just pop up a bit more here. No, it's not being lucky here. That charity is not going to last long, I don't think. Yeah, it looks like the GSOR's gone for the ram, but didn't quite get enough momentum to kill him. Well, they're both one-shots. Who's going to die first? That's the question. Fury goes in to see if he can arbitrate there. No, they're just rubbing against each other. No damage from guns going on here. And finally, the charioteer obviously has reloaded and gets the kill. But Fury comes in right behind and says, right, none of that, lad. You're going back to the garage. So that's 4 kills to Fury now. Macca's got 2, so 6 between the two of them. And they're the 3 remaining tanks on their side, and they are now down in hit points compared to the enemy team, who are about 1100 hit points in front of them. So it's a few damaging shots you've got to put in, but looks like they've cleared out this whole section of the map. Oh, and Macca's been spotted. Takes another hit from the Udes. That's a bit unfortunate. Gets a shot in there. The Udes goes for the ram. He puts another shot in and another one, and gets the kill. So Macca reduced to 310 hit points, which is still okay. He's probably going to be able to take a shot from, certainly from a GSOR, but there's a T-28 prototype there and a TNH-105. They're the remaining tanks. Doesn't really want to get involved in with either of those. But luckily Fury takes out the T-28. So that's the 5th kill out of Fury. He's sitting on a Top Gun at the moment. Who's going to get the remaining tank? Well, 3 minutes to go. Got a bit of time left. So where is that Czech heavy tank? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's tucked into a corner there. So Macca's been lit, but the TNH can't fire on him. He's going for the commander's hatch, but the driver of that tank knows that weakness and he's doing a good job of hiding it. Macca goes for the reload now, and where's Fury? Fury looks like he's going around the long way to flank. Certainly no chance of it being spotted. He could have taken a shorter way in, but Macca and Fury will be talking together on Discord, so they'll be coordinating with each other. Macca's still on the reload. Is Macca going to go around and flank as well? Well, you can see Fury on the minimap there, coming down the that centre road. Okay, Macca is reloaded. They're not going to dig that 10H out, I don't think, unless they can get him to turn his turret. Maybe that's what Fury can do a drive-by. And the alternative is get on cap and to basically make him come out to try and reset cap. Maybe that's what Macca is doing now. Let's see what happens. Turtle, meanwhile, is not really engaging. So it's not helping. Okay. Oh, just didn't have enough aim time to put a shot in there, but that was a potential shot. And okay, here we go. Macca just sitting on the cap circle enough to keep his tank still hidden by the mount here. And the TNH getting further and further into that area. Definitely not coming in. Fury trying to get an angle on him. Alright, Macca's given up capping. It's not going to work. There's only 50 seconds left anyway. There's not enough time to cap. Fury's managed to get one shot in. Looks like the TNH knows Macca's coming, but now, okay, he's got the rear end of him. Gets one shot in and gets the kill. That is the game. 9 kills between the two of them, so definitely a carry. Let's see who came out on top. Alright, so a bit of retribution there for Macca. Would have got a bit more damage, I think. We'll check that out later. He did 5.2k of damage. That gave him the high caliber award. 4 kills as well. and the Brother-in-Arms Award, which is for a platoon that does at least 3 kills each. So we'll see how the platoon did as well. Got the First Class Mastery Badge, and we'll see how close he came to an ace tanker with that damage total. So let's have a look. Here we go. 1350 base experience. It's an ace tanker in most tanks, so particularly at tier 8. So would have just missed out, I would think. So about a great result there. Fury came in second with 1266, but a lot less damage. And combined total, what did you get? 1.9 of direct, 2.4. So just, yeah, 4.2-ish, 4.3k of combined damage. So good result there for Fury. Not enough to pip Macca. So nice work there, Macca. An M6 mutant did nearly 3k of damage, came in a third place, so good result there, and a good spread of damage across a bunch of tanks there, and obviously a few underperformers, including that Turtle, who really did nothing to contribute to the win. On the enemy side, the UDIS did the best, 4.3k. Would have been very disappointed to have a loss with that thing, but again, it was a pretty close battle at the end, so coming out in Fury, Macca's and Fury's favour. But you can see how the platoon did, 9 kills between the two of them. So definitely carried that game for the team. Anyway, Macca fired 25 shots, 19 hit, and 18 of those penetrated. That gave me his damage total, 2,000 of it at more than 300 meters. So there you go, fair bit of it up front and personal. Small amount of assisted damage, so we won't worry about that. From a payments perspective, he had some clan battle payments running, which we like to do, and some personal reserves running. That gave him a decent 253k, but took out 120k from ammunition cost and his consumables, another 20k, but he still made a profit of 107k, so a very nice earn there. Anyway, Macca, well done. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. We'll have more great content for you coming up, and thanks for watching.